Hello, welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dream of owning a home or investing in one. Well, today I want to speak to you guys about estate planning. With the coronavirus pandemic that we have, which is very real, it is not fake like some people would like to have you believe. Unfortunately, many people have passed on. Some of these people who have passed on have not set up an estate plan. And I suggest that right now, all of us, we need to start developing or setting up our estate plan because no one knows the time or the hour. Hopefully, none of us who are listening to this broadcast will get it. Unfortunately for me, I do know some people or know of people who have passed because of the coronavirus. One particular person was not able to even have a funeral at all, and they were not able to attend the cremation either. So even though that person did have an estate plan, because of the new government rules, the quarantine and everything, they have actually changed how most of us go about sending our loved ones rest, laying them at rest, unfortunately. So I decided that I would share this with you. Plus, there's, like I said, there are a lot of people, a lot of young people who have children who, never thought in a million years. They didn't count on it. Nobody counted on this virus. It took us all by surprise. It's shaken up the whole entire economy and our whole entire lives and how we regularly do business. So I'm going to share with you some things that you need to think about and some things that you need to put in place. I've started it, but to be quite honest with you, I have not finished. Hopefully, before the quarantine is over, I will have completed everything. So here we go. What you need to do, what you should do, is first of all, is let your family know where you keep your licenses, your birth certificate, your passport, stocks, bonds, that sort of thing. You don't have to let everybody in the family know, just those that you trust. And if you don't have any family at all, you're the last sole survivor, then you may need to get yourself an estate planner who can assist you with this. Next, you want to write down your last will and testament. Yes, you can actually find out where to get wills or have one. They have forms, I know, on various different websites online. But it's really good if you can get a live lawyer to assist you with creating a will. And if you need any assistance with that, I can recommend some to you. If you own a home, what you definitely need to think about, and this is where I'm sort of stuck, is who is going to get the home? Or will you try and sell the home and have the money divided amongst the number of people who you wish to hand the home profits off to? If not, and you wish to keep the home and maybe you only have one person that is going to inherit it, you want to let them know who the mortgage is supposed to be paid to. You really should write that down on a piece of paper so that they have it, because if you just tell them, they're not going to remember. So write down who you pay your mortgage to, the name of your utility company, if you use a lawn service or any other service for your home, write that down. You may also want to write down your bank and your brokerage accounts as well. In addition to that, find out if any of your accounts can be transferred upon death. Next thing, you want to review your life insurance policy. Note this: some organizations, professional organizations, they have something called accidental life insurance benefits. Ask if any of the organizations that you belong to have that. Next, you want to have a living will or a living trust. This is good because when you are sick in the hospital, you may not, you're fighting for your life, especially with the COVID-19. So making decisions is going to be difficult for you because you're just fighting to breathe, okay? So that's why having a living will or a living trust is good. Having a healthcare proxy is also good, a power of attorney. You may want to assign that to someone as well. Think about it now before it's too late. Next, contact your credit card companies and see if you can put anybody down as an authorized account manager. Again, you're in the hospital, you're sick, you're fighting for your life. There may be some hospital bills that you have to pay. And if that person has access to your credit card or knows about your credit card company, they can assist you with paying those bills. It'll just be a lot easier for everyone. And of course, let them know what your medical insurance is as well, so that the medical insurance company can be contacted. As far as any accounts that you have, whether social media accounts or your financial accounts, if there's any login credentials, you may want to also let them know what those are as well. Okay. Now, for those of you who have children, you may want to write down who is to take custody of your child and their belongings once you pass. Some of you are in complicated relationships. If you don't have a will, here's the thing. Your child and all your belongings, all your possessions go according who your state says is next in line. So let's say you have a divorce and the person who you divorced is an abusive person. You probably don't want your child to go back to that abusive spouse. So that's why you need to have it written down. You really should have a will, and it should definitely include who is going to have custody of your child, because in some states, the next person to take custody is your former spouse, not your mother, not your father. You see? So that's why that's important. Next, you want to write down and make a list of who your child's pediatrician, doctor, dentist, therapist, if they have one, who are they? You want to also make a list of the medication that your child has to take in case they are on medication, or what vitamin or mineral they have to take. Because see, if you're anemic, you may not be on medication, but you have to take iron, and you may have to take a certain dosage of iron. You understand? So that's why that has to be written down. And it's good if you have a safe somewhere in your house that you can put all that information in, and then you can let your family know, okay, this is where my safe is. I'll give you this list. This is the copy, but I'm going to put everything in the safe just in case you lose the copy. Okay, that's what you can do. Next, if you own a company, you want to also write down, okay, what is going to happen to my company? Will another relative inherit it? Will I turn it over to my partner? Will the company be sold? What is it that you want done? And then lastly, you want to send this list to an estate administrator and make a copy and keep it for yourself. Again, This is just a brief list. It's not comprehensive, but you definitely should sit down with the lawyer. Well, you don't have to sit down with the lawyer, especially if you're quarantined, but many lawyers are still working during this quarantine. You need to give them a call and let them know after you finished your list, here's what I have, here's what I would like have done in case of anything. Okay? So guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I know what I shared with you is probably quite sad, but it is a part of life. It is something, unfortunately, many of us who've never thought about this before need to think about it, because this coronavirus disease is spreading like wildfire out here. So anyway, please feel free to share this. Remember, each one, reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.